Yeah, I'll grab it and hold it. How about that? Okay. 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 What shirt is it? Oh, the one that'll be all tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you bought him an extra large. So he doesn't want extra large, he went 2X.
Yeah, it's been 2X for a long time. Hey, get out here!
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, I'm not. You're live.
Why? What are you talking about? I got the crest right in the background by Chewbacca. What are you talking about? Just got to move these out the way, you know. Send them crashing to the ground, you know. Yo, how you doing? One person, lurker. No, I don't have this open on any other platform. So, huh? Who was bad? Oh, okay. Yeah, buddy. Just gonna hang out here for a minute. I got some cool stuff from Florida. The chocolate Harry Potter frog. So we're gonna hope that it didn't melt in transportation. Now, one was brought to me a couple of years ago. Yeah, I was eating a blob of chocolate, a brick of chocolate. So
that's because
got carried around in 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make it through the day. This time, yeah, man, paid so much money. It was, miss, your purchases will be taken right to your room in an air-conditioned van. There you go. Okay. We got it right. All right. Yo, bada boom. Yo, what's up, bro? I got days of, messages to read, Josh. Don't get excited, though, But they're not your messages, they're Velma's. I mean, they're just messages from, like, John and my cry in that other room, Am I making you nervous, buddy? And I got some these really cool, they're called, there you go, every flavor beans. They're called Bertie Botts. Now, we can't guarantee the flavor, all right? We can't guarantee the flavor. That's the catch. Could be puke. Vomit.
Bogey.
Ass.
No.
This is a good one Boy could have did, but his bitch ass ran, shut his shit down.
Okay.
Vomit.
Bogey.
Boogers.
No, bogey.
What is a bogey?
A booger.
Oh, okay. Boogers.
Grass.
What flavored grass? Like Vin Diesel grass, yeah, because you just said it. It tastes like grass. No, these aren't toys. I got food. I got marshmallows.
No,
We got marshmallows. I mean jelly beans. But Josh, these jelly beans, we can't guarantee what they're going to taste like. But here's the thing. This is the big question right here. It's the frog, all right? It's the frog. We're worried about the frog. We want to know if this frog made it in transportation, all right? Chocolate covered frog. There it is, everybody. It's still in its packaging. It makes a little bit of noise. So we're gonna have to figure out how to open this. All right, it's kind of like vacuum sealed, and yeah, man, don't use sharp objects very often. All right, here we go. Now we're getting smoke. There it goes. All right, there's the wrapper. Okay, so it's looks like it just lifts. Yeah, it does. It just lifts out. Oh, it's got a lid. Like, watch out, everybody. She's in the background, but okay. Oh, would you look at that?
Does it look like a frog this time?
Yeah, it looks like a frog this time.
All right.
All right, everybody. Okay, he's in his own bag. He's in my hand. Yeah, it's worth paying $5,000 for a vacation so the frog doesn't melt. You got that, everybody? You pay $5,000, like Yeah Man did, send Velma, aka Beetlejuice. All right, so the frog don't melt. So Hey, what's up, King? Good to see you, buddy. Just saw your comment. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take it out of the box. Okay. Now, I don't know. That looks like a melted part there or a smudge, but there it is, everybody. Chocolate covered frog. Keep going the other way. But I need to go right here. Yeah, his head's like a big chunk of chocolate, and his body like all the way around. Like he's got a dimple on his back right there. But what can you do? But yeah, chocolate. Yep. Yep. There it is. Chocolate covered frog. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Solid chocolate. Mm-hmm. No air. Nothing fake inside. Good old chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
Not dark.
That's the inside of the box. Got a little something in there. It says.
Who did you get on your card?
What? Oh, there's the card.
Yeah. Who did you get?
Chocoalte Skies. This witch is famous for the first ever Atlantic broom crossing. Oh, okay.
Give me your wizarding card.
Hold on, everybody. She wants the card. All right, so look. Come on, get up here. Come on, baby. You want a bite? Come on, come get a bite. Hello, Jasmine.
No.
Oh, no. This is from Harry Potter world. I ain't gonna be messing this up, adding peanut butter to it. You want a bite? Go bite the foot. Let me have a hand. Oh, so much for sharing.
It's called the Wizarding World of
All
Harry
right.
Potter, you fucking
I'll read what it said. I'm reading little tiny letters. I'm blind. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Turn my box back?
Yeah, I have to take my wizarding card away from you.
What do you mean, your wizarding card, woman? The box better come back to me the way it went over there. This ain't no ghetto rouge shit going on.
My wizarding card.
No.
Appreciate a goddamn Harry Potter thing.
I got my Han Solo crest right there behind me. I mean, Harry Potter. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm eating his ass right now, King.
You're eating.
I already did.
Okay.
There he is. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Solid, King. I don't know how much it costs, but it's good. So, there you go. Okay. My goodness.
Yummy.
All right.
Yummy.
I'll break that up later. Whew. All right, King. I got jelly beans that could taste anywhere from it tastes like grass.
And vomit. And bogey. That's so funny.
What the King, he said, solid chocolate frogs, ass eating. Now that's a mukbang. Well, you can actually say, with Boy shutting his channel so allegedly down, you saw it live on Yeah Man's channel. He was eating ass. Spread the word. All right, King. Now, okay, take a break. Don't be coming over here scamming off my. Now we got to get these. That's not it, is it? Now, does this open through the top? Oh, the very top has some kind of a plastic on it.
I know.
We got to.
I know.
Oh, no, what?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? You don't say.
Who doesn't say?
Her's talking to me over here. I'm starting.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna turn out too good. There goes one side.
I know.
Oh yeah, there goes the other. There we go. We're almost there. I'm just gonna rip it. Hey, Flat Earth. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in my stream. My significant other just came back from Orlando. She went to Universal Studios. Yeah, that woman over there with that hair.
Okay.
Yep. And I got some Bertie Botts I'm gonna eat for you guys. Yep. I already took a couple good bites of chocolate frog's ass, according to the King and Beetlejuice. Yeah. Well, we got the Bertie Botts. Now I'm gonna eat these, and I have no idea what flavor. So I have to guess what I'm eating. Yeah. Well, Flat Earth Forums, if you have $5,000 plus, you won't have to be jealous anymore. So, yep. All right. So now, should I give the youngster a jelly bean? Why? That's not my problem. And how are you supposed to know which one's which?
How many Botts do you think I've eaten in my lifetime?
Honestly, I don't know how many Bertie Botts you've eaten, but the child's here petting my arm nicely, like, Daddy, I want those jelly beans, all of them.
Give me the jelly beans. I'll get her out of the
Oh, goodness. All right.
And I'll give you a
Blue?
one.
You said Blue King? Give her the blue one or me the blue one? Here's your blue. What is blue? Oh, so what are you going to eat my jelly beans to figure it out?
No.
So the blue ones ain't bad. I'll eat the blue one.
Yummy.
Try you two blue ones, King? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Your mommy's going to hand you one. Bertie Botts, everybody. Bertie Botts.
There you
Yellow.
Yep.
Yellow. Yellow. It's yellow.
Okay, well, here.
It's yellow.
Eat it. It's a yellow. Hey, can I have my...
Everyone pick them that one.
Here you go.
Now take a sample and eat them. Not one at a time.
Why? Why? What's wrong with one at a time? Right. Oh, is that what it's all about? All right. Did you eat that? What'd you give her?
Toasted marshmallow.
So Beetlejuice says to just put a bunch in my hand like here, right? And just eat them. Take it easy, kid. Mmm. Damn. Tastes like jelly beans to me. Mmm. Nope. Hey, King. This one looks like. Hang on, King. I'm gonna show you to you. I know you're there. This one looks like it got like poop in it or something. So I'm gonna eat this one. I don't know. I don't even taste like a jelly bean. Ah! What is this? Okay, what is this?
There's grass, soap, vomit, and burger.
In this bag. So that's what I'm eating.
Up to.
Oh, okay. Lila, what is this? You know what? It's G. That's right, because Daddy's an old gangster. All right. No?
Again, toasted marshmallow, fruity tooty,
I'm gonna
orange,
yell here.
strawberry.
All right, go ahead, yell. Who knows what her yells might be? Mm. Come here. Come here, eat them. What is this? It's K? All right. Go ahead, eat your jelly beans. Come here. It's good? Okay. Well, is there something with color? You got a color chart or something so we can?
There's no color chart.
I mean,
One pointer looks identical to one that's the bad pointer.
oh,
You get two that are the exact same color, but they taste completely different.
that's right, King. Ain't nothing with these jelly beans.
Okay.
Yep. Here you go, King. You ready?
That's got earwax ones.
Okay, here's a whole bunch more. Mm-hmm.
Eat it. That's good.
Tastes like jelly beans.
All right.
Now, King, maybe I needed to like separate them by color and then eat all the colors at once. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here it comes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hurry up. What is that? Oh,
Did you pick the bad one?
that was weird.
Did you get a bad one?
I think I got like grass, I guess.
Oh, you're gonna get a bad one eventually. They said that the new color chart is at the bottom of the box.
Oh, God.
It used to come in the box, and that's the bottom inside the box. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the box.
Oh, all right, everybody. Now we're breaking out the color chart. How about that? All right. Let me know if y'all can see this or not.
They're holding it up to
Oh, you're not even letting me finish. See, that could, King, there's the one that looks like poop up in the corner there. That was baloney. You want to read them, honey? I can't see. Earthworm. Earthworm. Okay. We got some digging to do, everybody, because now we know what we're actually going to gnaw on. All right, so we got to put this up here, right? Yep. Vomit. All right, we're going to find rotten eggs. Oh, wait a minute. That's a rotten egg. All right, all right, all right. We got something going on here, King. I got to pull some of these out. All right. Let's hope the baby don't come running up. All right, we got 4 of them, King. Okay, these are the ones. Put these back. Thelma, give me. She's going to verify them for us, all right? Because like I said, I got to pull them out, turn by turn, flavor by flavor. That's the baby wanting to eat vomit jelly beans, everybody. So she'll pick. Oh, stop. Stop. Hey, settle down now. Settle down now. Quick, tell me what this is. I'm not bad. I'm eating jelly beans. You're the one clearing off my side table that, that like me and Jack Squad have to keep our things on. Yep, she is. You see that, don't you, King? The smirk over there. I'm surprised she's not in the side chat, with her phone or something. Other than just smirking over there. That's right. Yep, he says Beetlejuice loves the torture. I see that smirk. Yep.
I love Bertie Bott.
All right, King. You see this one? Let's see if we can get focused on it. See that? Now on that paper, it says the ones that look like this are rotten eggs. All right. So I got 4 of them right here. So I'm gonna eat them up. You ready? Rotten eggs says.
How they taste, babe? How they taste, babe?
Mm.
You loving them?
They just had this like licoricey taste to them. Did you want to eat a few?
I don't like rotten eggs. I like.
Who in the world likes rotten eggs, honey?
You obviously do. I like.
Sunny side up, baby. That's right, King.
I like tutti frutti and roasted marshmallows.
All right, so let me see something. I can. Don't be eating nothing over here. Just count your money.
That's the color ones I gave her. I gave her tutti frutti and roasted marshmallows.
I need something.
What are you getting something for it?
I could spill these out and actually see them. You know what I'm saying? And then we can,
Just eat you a handful at a time.
Why? I thought it was better trying to eat the colors and see how bad they are.
Okay, eat the colors. Just give me the bag and I'll handle the colors.
Fine.
There you go.
God.
Let's play this game.
Let's play a game.
It's called I Hand You One and you tell me what you think it is.
Oh, all right. And then you'll tell us as I eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that sound? Yep, my hair sticking out. And I just, oh, for the ladies. Eat this one. All right, everybody. Yeah. See that? I don't know what it is, but she knows. Yes, she is, Movie Buff. You missed it, Movie Buff.
A banana? Here, Mommy give you a banana one. They're banana.
Movie Buff, do you see this? This is the head of a frog, okay? And you missed it because I was eating its ass earlier. All right? You missed it. You're late. Yes, she's back. Now I can tell my story of how I made people panic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man's with Velma reading your messages. Oh! It was hilarious in a certain realm, aspect. I ate it. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you what was it. What was it?
Dirt.
No wonder I couldn't tell you. All right, now they're like gray with these dots. There you go. You can see it right there. Yeah, you see that? Now I can't figure it out myself, but okay. I would think she'd hand me more than 2 so I can get like a good chew going, but she's pulling them out 1 and 2 at a time. I don't know. Come on, Lila. Now, is that cinnamon? What was that? Yeah, I can taste it now. Black pepper. Yup. All right, John. I'll take a bite of the frog so you can picture me if I'm eating ass or not. That'll clear out the pepper taste. Bean Boozled? Isn't that what it said on the packaging? Bean Boozled?
No, Bean Boozled is the knockoff of Harry Potter's Bertie Bott.
Well, there you go, John. I'm actually eating Bertie Butts. I'm not eating Bean Boozled. Okay. This one she just gave me has a green color, but it's got dots inside of it. So who knows? That's what I guess the flavoring is. Oh, there's vomit coming, John. We ain't ate it yet. Is that grass? I can't take that. I don't know what that was. Uh-huh. Maybe it was hemp flavored. Who knows? Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know. Maybe because of the chocolate made it different. Oh, John, you want to join me? You're more than welcome to. All right. Now we got these three. They're white looking. All right. Here you go, everybody. All right. Looks like a pill. It's jelly bean. We got three of them. All right.
What are you doing?
John was going to come up here. Hang on. I just got to. Yeah. He's going to talk to me while I'm doing it. Or join us. I just have to find his daggone email address that I know I have right here somewhere. I know I have it, John. You sent it to me the other day. What's you know what? Duh. I can, since Jack Squad says it, I can just, hang on. Let's try this, Movie Buff, because he says I can do it. Copy to clipboard. And let's try. There, it's in the side chat, John. Try it. They're saying I'm choosing who's coming on panel anyway. So while you do that, I'm going to eat these three yellowish ones. Ew. There he is. Oh, no. Oh, John, these are terrible. So what was that? It tasted like Lawn Garden.
Oh, I must have the
Yeah,
something.
you gotta mute the other one.
How do I get the other one muted?
Go to your YouTube.
Oh, let me play.
That's what you're hearing if that's how you were watching.
Oh, okay.
There's three more of them? Go to your YouTube. All right, I need three more. Three more of the same ones, John. Look at these things. They just look like eggs. Or what?
There we go.
What is it?
Three more of the same ones, John. Look at these.
They look like little wren eggs. Yeah,
Yeah.
wren birds.
I'm about to hear it.
Oh, it's still doing that echoing crap.
Oh, I like that widescreen for both of us. And Bum was right there like she was.
Wonder.
Oh, I like that widescreen for both of us.
Trying to. What was that? Oh, I'd say earwax and soap. I just couldn't tell.
Oh.
I just couldn't tell.
But John's fixing his hair.
Oh.
All right, these are green.
John's fixing his hair.
Sorry. You can tell now the camera's opposite. I moved my hand away.
I moved my hand away.
Yes.
Can you stop that?
Mm. What was that?
Why does it keep doing it talking twice? That's weird.
Oh, they just bonked her damn head. Good thing the furniture's padded. Ugh. Whew. This computer. Oh, what a. Why do they do this to people with jelly beans? I just couldn't understand, movie buff.
StreamYard.
Oh, they're not jelly beans. They're Bertie Bots. Lila, give her one. All right. That's how they beg for food these days. These millennials.
I muted my mic. That's stupid. Okay. No.
Oh, you hide them. You want to see Miss? Oh, she threw herself on the ground. All right, these look like poop.
Poop.
I'm gonna be in trouble when she hands me like the cayenne pepper one, John. Ooh, that's dirt again.
Oh, that's what I just had.
Brown? Oh, that was dirt. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're just having a bad day. It's all right. Oh God, dirt.
Sounds like you're.
Oh, they didn't eat it.
Oh, that's better. When you
Oh,
said it's okay, it sounded like you were saying something else.
all right. I'm gonna. Oh,
Oh.
You know what, Bott?
that was bad, John.
Oh, mercy. Oh. I paid my workers today in the convenience store.
Oh God.
He said, "Can I give you a hug?" And my pants fell down right in the convenience store.
That's funny. Babe, that was nasty. That was fucking nasty. That was bad. What are these?
The cashier says you two better behave yourself on the way out.
All right, John. These look like kidney beans for crying out loud.
Oh, maybe it's a coffee bean too. It might be.
I'm still. Oh God.
Might be a coffee.
God. Oh.
Oh, maybe I have it. My speaker's too loud or something. I don't know what.
Oh, you have YouTube or something on in the background. Everything's the same deal as it was before when you were on Hangouts. You have to mute your YouTube.
I have YouTube, and it's
Muted on the screen. Oh God, what the hell is that?
See? Here it is, and it's.
Oh God.
Where is it? Where?
Where you hit play?
Right here. Okay.
There you go. Yep.
Oh shoot! I don't know why I didn't see that before.
That's all right.
Ah.
Oh God. Oh, fucking earthworms. Jesus Christ.
These men are going to break me. You know, my former student, 4th grade, and his son.
Yeah.
But I would rather pay when somebody does work. You know, at least they work their ass off clearing the backyard today.
Yeah. Well, what it cost you? $200?
Yes, he says, and they already gave him 200 ahead of time. So he says to me, I could use another 50. So I said, what the heck, and gave him 200. That's when he. Yeah, they look like birds' eggs too, little robin eggs or something.
Yeah. Soap, John.
So, oh God.
God. Mm-hmm.
I showed Carolyn that bad website, you know, that shows bad things.
The one I told you about?
The CH one.
Yeah.
There was a guy playing strip basketball. He got that. She says, "My daughter's home. You know, I got to stop looking at that."
Oh, okay. I thought I meant like the one about the books we talked about.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand one thing you sent me. It wouldn't play too lately.
Oh, all right. Well, Jack says that's the easiest and quickest way to get somebody up here is to just put it in the side chat.
Now they accused Jack of being that other Nick, and I don't think he was. It was called Tiny something.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, and I don't think he was. They kept saying, "Oh, you know who accused? You know, the one that always does that stuff." But anyway, I think she was wrong. But
Oh,
what
my
was
God.
Tiny what? I can't remember.
Yeah, and that YouTuber you said passed away. I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, I watched the video and it was devastating to watch. Oh, it was tough because he did all the wrong things. His lifestyle was horrible. You know, overeating, smoking, everything, and he had heart trouble in his family. And
What's the matter? You want one? Oh,
that was
here.
called. What was his name? Did I tell you? Lone Wolf or something?
Lone Wolf.
There's a song called Lone Wolf too. I looked it up. It was like rap. It was pretty good.
Come on.
But he must have lived all alone. They didn't even discover him for days. Yeah, that looks like a vanilla one or something.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you watching through StreamYard or are you watching through YouTube?
I don't know. How would I know? It says YouTube. I guess that's what it is. But see, I have it muted on YouTube, so I must be listening in one thing and watching in another.
Yeah, that's all. Instead of looking at yeah. You know how I figured it out? I showed you, and then you said it after I was eating it already.
Yeah, I'll throw it to and then it's on stream.
Come here, baby.
There's no songs for Lila. There's never been a song written about.
All right, then we'll have to stop.
There's one called Liza, but there's never been a song for Lila. And there's one called Lida Rose, you know, but it's not Lila. It's not just. Then nobody's ever made a song. You'll have to write one.
Okay. Yeah. She's playing in the jelly beans.
But Bean Boozled is a different.
Bertie Bott. She's playing in the Bertie Botts over here.
Yes. Well,
I'm Jelly Bean.
There she is.
right. Can you buy both of them at the store? Either one. Your
Gotta
kind.
order Bertie Bots.
Got a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
Bertie Botts.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Well, at least
She
I
went
know
to-
when
she went to Universal. Did you go through all the Harry Potter stuff? Got it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
multiple times, John. I think she probably stood in over 40 hours of lines.
See that I couldn't. It's a shame. It's different now, like that. I could never do the lines.
Well, we
Rough.
did it for all the regular rides, but the new Hagrid's ride that just opened up in June,
Yeah.
they don't allow express pass for. So
Oh.
that was a 3-hour wait every day.
Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we actually got there an hour before the park opened up, and it still ended up taking us 3 hours to get on the ride.
What do you do in line? They have some entertainment, don't they? Little things along the way.
Well, they have on the newer rides, they have what are called interactive queues, where they show little shows during the ride.
Yeah.
And then they have a lot of detailed rooms that you walk through with hidden Easter eggs.
Oh.
So you can look for certain things and try to find them. Like from one of the Harry Potter books, Harry had a golden egg that he had to climb in the bathtub with to listen to the mermaid sing. And that golden egg was actually in one of the rooms. And part of the whole thing of being in that room was to try to find where the golden egg was hidden at.
Huh. That's like hidden Mickeys in Disney. You have to look for hidden Mickeys. Yeah, when you're in Disney.
Oh yeah, we looked at the hidden Mickeys.
Yeah.
But like one ride that you go on, they put like so many people in a room and you watch a show, and that part of the show is actually a context for the ride that you're gonna go on.
Okay.
Careful.
So like the Hagrid's ride, there was
Can I have them? Cool.
Hagrid talking to Arthur Weasley, which is the Weasley's father, explaining how they were gonna multiply Hagrid's bike and then they were gonna fuel it with dragon fire to make it go faster. So you actually watch this little skit of the two of them together talking, and then it explained, then the Cornish pixies break out of where they're being held at, and they start running amok, and then that's when you find out there are going to be Cornish pixies in the ride that you had to pay for. Because that's actually one of the parts that the roller coaster didn't really slow down for, was the Cornish pixies. Yeah, did you explain the movie, Bott, that I'm a pathetic Harry Potter fan?
She's a crazy Harry Potter fan.
Did you scream on the roller coaster?
Oh, yeah, that ride is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 7 launch points in the roller coaster.
Can you just go in here?
And it's over 5 miles of track. So it's the longest coaster in the state of Florida. And it's got more launch points than any roller coaster in Europe right now.
You're not going to be picking stuff off the floor when you throw them. Okay.
Oh, that train ride too. You sit in that train car.
Oh, we did the train.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I actually got down in on the Hogwarts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh my God.
Took her toys away.
Whatever you get, she didn't eat.
I told you she wasn't eating them. I told you she wasn't eating them.
Oh! Can't you tell she's happy, Mom?
What does the scream mean?
It's all over these 30 bots. No one's done anything. She's just freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants. Well, you got to tell me what flavor to give her.
Oh, that does it.
Kevin, they need to be put away. Okay, everybody.
This is horrible. This guy, Brennan is the student's son, and he's got himself in. He bought a Ford Focus, I think it is, but $22,000.
Don't have any knives down here.
And $300 and some dollars a month payment.
Lila, come eat a chocolate.
He has no job.
Bring over here and eat that for Daddy.
And he drinks like a fish at 21. It's just unbelievable to see.
He looks like a fish.
He drinks. He's handsome as hell, of course, but I can't talk to him. How do you tell somebody not to drink so much?
It's a sickness, and once they get that, it's hard to come off of it.
That's right. And he's doing all these jobs to try to keep up with the car payment and car insurance. He'll never do it. And he got a ticket the other night. He was actually drinking. His girlfriend was in there.
Catch, John. It's just not about a car payment and car insurance. It's about a car payment, car insurance, beer, hard liquor, cigarettes.
Yep.
And when you add it all up, even if you live at Mom and Dad's, you're going to be broke still.
And he doesn't. He lives in his car. Even the friend of his father's won't let him in the house.
Well, there it is right there.
I shouldn't dare offer him, should I? A place here to
stay. No. Oh, well, the baby thought we were yelling at her. Come here, you good girl. Come here, good girl.
You like Star Wars stuff that much? You have that on your shirt.
Yeah, that's Darth Vader.
Yeah, I never got into them as much.
Okay, but when it comes to Star Wars, John, just between you and I, Beetlejuice knows more about Star Wars than I ever will.
Yeah. And the first one I went to see, somebody talked during the whole damn thing, was telling the next step and all. Boy, that made me mad. The first one I saw back in the 70s or whatever.
You are, honey. Hey. Hey, come on.
Oh my God. And then there's a whole story about Elvis travels. He goes all the way down there and doesn't even get his teeth worked out. Crazy.
Well, I think that was just to get people to maybe send him some money.
Right. And he's on his way to Vegas, and then Rosie to work on her van. I bet she'd refuse. She might refuse. She might put her. But who knows? That's between those two, I guess.
Look, here's one over here. There's another one.
Oh, and that guy D-Dum, when they did the beach house stuff, there was a trans in there, and she said, "Don't ever talk about a trans wig." They said it's very insulting to discuss. Did you ever hear that, Velma, that it's wrong to talk about a trans wig?
Well, you're not supposed to talk about people's wigs in general.
Yeah, she just says it's trans. She says other people it doesn't matter or something. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. But getting on the subject from earlier, when it comes to it, yeah, man, thinks he's a Star Wars fan, but he's not really a Star Wars fan. He's a Han Solo fan. That's it.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know the difference between Batu and Tatooine. We already had this discussion tonight.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the difference. So
who played the younger guy? That's who I liked, and he's really older now. He does a voice in something, doesn't he? In a cartoon. The one that did the
Mark
younger.
Hamill?
Yes, Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. He does lots of voiceovers in cartoons, but recently he did the Joker, and he did the voice of Chucky in the new movie.
Okay. That's right. I tried to watch that. It was too violent for me. What's the name of it? Something. The new Chucky one's called.
Child's Play.
Yes. God.
Yeah, he does the voice of Chucky.
Yeah, I haven't seen a good film lately. I don't know what I watched, but American Horror Story is coming back with that woman, that old blonde lady starred. It's going to be amazing. I forget her name. She starts with a V or something. Did you ever watch it? All them? The American Horror Story?
No, I don't watch American Horror Story. We do Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do that one.
We do Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, and pretty soon they're gonna come out with the third series in the genre, and it's gonna be based on the children that have lived through the zombie apocalypse.
Wow.
It's gonna be kind of like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, if you watch that one.
Yeah, that was very strange, the ending and all. It's really
So it's basically going to be, how these children that have grown, were basically babies and toddlers during the zombie apocalypse. Now that they're a little bit older and they want to try to strike out on their own, and the families are telling them, no, you don't want to go out there. You don't know how bad it is. And these kids just go out anyway. And then they find out that they're not prepared for the outside world. Yeah.
Thinking of others is always saying we should prepare and put stuff aside. But I don't think anything like that's coming. Who knows?
Oh, I had my Y2K shelter ready with 6 months worth of food.
Oh, yeah. They told me they had a shelter. It was online. I forget who said that. Somebody else did.
I told you that's all she wants to do. Let her do it.
Okay.
Oh, Mark says he has a shelter down there in Florida, but he has too many guns. I don't want to go down there with all his guns.
I love Orlando, but I could never live in Florida.
Me either. It's hot as heck. God.
We were actually waiting online at Flight of the Hippogriff, which is a roller coaster.
Yep.
And a snake started to go across the path. And of course, I freaked out and was screaming, "Kill it, kill it. Oh my God, somebody step on it." And this lady that was from England that was behind us was, "Oh, it's just a baby. It's just a little baby snake. It's just a baby." And I started screaming, "I don't care. Somebody have to kill it." And this nice guy actually kicked it with his foot into a crack.
Yeah.
So it just slithered down the crack to get away from us.
Oh.
And then he looked it up on his phone, and it was actually called a black southern banded snake.
Yeah.
and it wasn't poisonous.
Right.
But I still convinced everybody in line that it was going to eat
I
me,
think
and
it
that's
was
why I
known for
flipped out so
latching on the
bad.
test
Because
Yeah.
I had one on the living room rug, and I thought for days it was a shoelace, and the cat bit it in the rear or something and killed it.
Oh God, I can't do that.
I don't know where it came, how it got in. Yeah, I don't know how it got in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do snakes,
Yeah.
and I don't do alligators. So I can't live in Florida, which I always wanted to move down there.
Right.
But now that they have, boa constrictors that are just wild throughout the state, and alligators that come up in people's houses, and break down their doors, and no, I can't do that.
Yeah. And now Hazel, my cry has a clip from Hazel that said she poops snakes. How in the heck would you poop snakes? God, that's crazy.
Who said that?
Hazel
You know
said it
that
on
was
my cry stream. She says I poop snakes. Oh,
That was pieced together.
yeah.
I heard a story about
had to be
Richard
a
Gere and
joke.
a gerbil one time, but never about a snake.
Right. I was there. It was live. She really said it. Maybe she said it just so he would make a clip of it, and
I'm going with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but when it comes to like my Harry Potter stuff, I take it very seriously. And when we took Yeah Man down to Florida with us, the first and only time he's ever gonna go to Florida with us, he kept trying to call it a trilogy.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, this trilogy will never be as widely loved and accepted as Star Wars. And I kept laughing at him because at that point in time we had 2 theme parks, and Star Wars had none. And yeah.
Yeah, I heard that I heard the Star Wars one is a flop in
Disneyland. Yeah.
Doesn't have as many people as they thought and everything. And the newer one's going to open up in Disney World too.
Yeah, on the 29th.
Yeah.
The one in Disneyland, they kind of hyped it up a little bit too much, and then they didn't open up both the attractions at the same time, which I believe was a very flawed mistake.
Yeah.
And then they did a lot of blackout dates, and then they made it to where their annual pass holders couldn't bring people with them with the discounted tickets like they usually do. So I think Disney basically shot themselves in the foot on that one.
Yeah. Do you think it'll happen in Florida too or something?
No, because of how immensely populated those parks get without the Star Wars, the Galaxy's Edge. I believe that they're just going to knock it out of the ballpark down there.
Yeah, that's what they think. Because all my streamers, like Spokesman and all the ones I watch, think it's going to be the biggest thing ever. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane down in Orlando. They should have opened it in Orlando first, and then did it at Disneyland, because Disneyland is more of a localized day park for people that live in that area on like the West Coast. Disney World down in Orlando is a mecca for international tourism because people go to Disney World, and in Universal all year long down there.
That's
so they shouldn't have put it at Disneyland first. They should have opened it at Disney World first and then did it at Disneyland.
Yeah, they learned that was a big error. But they keep opening these hotels, Velma, bigger hotels and everything. I don't know how they keep them booked. It's unbelievable.
Because just like where, we're staying at, when we go down to, because I've stayed on Disney property before, and I stay on Universal property. We stayed on Universal property this last time. They can open up 1 billion hotel rooms. For what they're charging for you to stay in that room would probably be 3 rooms worth of booking.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're probably paying overhead of like $50 a night but they're making $250 a night renting out the room. Because idiots like me are paying that for the convenience of staying on property and getting the benefits to staying on property.
Yeah. There's a guy. Do you know him? He's got black hair, and his name is Kyle something, Gallio or something. Well, he got a job at Disney, but it's in one of those stores. They can't pay a fortune just being a cashier and a stock person. But he's so glad he got a job with Disney. He wants to work his way up, though, he said. But,
well, they're going to start paying $15 an hour when Galaxy's Edge opens up in August on the 29th.
Okay.
Disney's going to start paying $15 an hour. That's what I was told.
Yeah, and he gets a place with other guys, you know, and stays, and he can see the fireworks from his apartment and all this stuff. But do you know of him? It's Kyle, Kyle, and then the last name is something. You don't watch all them, do you? Even Spokesman you don't watch, do you?
No.
Or Resort TV or any of those?
No, I do a lot of the official Disney food blog and Disney Worldwide. I watch those YouTube channels, the ones that come out with like official Disney information.
Yeah.
Like the Disney food treats, and when they did the restructuring of the fast passes, because you can't call them express passes at Disney, and you can't call them fast passes at Universal. But I watched how Disney Food Blog went through the restructuring of the fast passes, how they're going to come now at Disney Movie Studio, Disney Hollywood Studios. Now that Galaxy's Edge has opened up, and now that the new Toy Stories ride has opened up.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to pick 2 rides from one category, and then you have to pick 1 ride from a lesser category. Well, now they're going to have 3 categories, and you can, if you stay on property at Disney, then you get to go 60 days in advance to book your fast passes. But if you buy your ticket, you can book your fast passes 30 days in advance.
How they ever keep track of all that? God, it's unbelievable.
Computer.
It's a computer. You either get it attached to your card, or you get your Disney wristband, your magic band, and then your magic band, when you tap it, it's a round circle with a Mickey head in the middle. When you tap it, it'll light up green, and that'll say that that's your time to go in. If it's not your time to go in and you tap it, it'll go red.
Yeah.
And you can't like sneak in and tell them, you know, oh, it is my time. Your machine's just screwed up, because they don't fall for that. But if you only miss your window by about 15 minutes, your band should still light up green.
Okay.
But if for some chance you had a fast pass lined up and you miss it because you're on another ride, because I had that happen to me and my son. The allotted time for the ride was actually a lot longer than what they said it was. So we missed a fast pass window at another ride. They were nice enough to let us go on anyway.
Yeah.
It's all up to the cast member that is running the ride at that time.
Right. And how do they get all them out of there at night when they have a special event? All the regular people have to leave. How do they make sure they get out of there? I always wondered.
Security.
Oh, okay. Security makes sure.
It's like Times Square at the end of the ball drop.
Yeah.
They give you 15 minutes, and then basically the security guards walk around with the what are the riot shields, and they basically usher you out. At Disney World, they basically make a line of employees, and that line of employees just walks you out of the park.
Okay.
And then if you like hide in a bathroom and you think you're gonna get to go on a ride, you actually have to have your fast pass. It's got to be linked to that evening show or that evening event.
Yeah.
And if you put your fast pass up against there, it's going to turn red. They're going to have security come, and they're going to walk you directly out of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very tech savvy when you go down there.
That's right. They didn't want that thing shown yet a lot. The Skyway, because one guy was told, you're not supposed to be filming this, but it was baloney. they said you're not allowed to film in Disney World. This guy was telling Woo or something, I think his name.
No,
And he
you
said
weren't
it was
allowed
filmed.
to. You weren't allowed to film the Skyway when the
On their
there's a they did their Disney a prints or what do you call that when you like seal up a car and it's got the graphics on the outside of it? I forgot what that's exactly called, but shrink wrap. Shrink wrapping.
Yeah.
Disney didn't want people to see what the designs of the shrink wrap were before they were unveiled to the masses. But they did do test runs.
Yes.
To make sure that the safety precautions and everything worked if the ride had to shut down for a few minutes. And they didn't want people filming the cars that weren't covered yet or anymore. They didn't want those cars to be shown until it was unveiled to the public because there was a lot of speculation over who the characters on the new cars were going to be.
Right.
You know, the new gondola, I call them the new gondolas, but yeah.
Some of them are all from one movie, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Some are separate people, like Goofy and all that.
Yeah. But my son doesn't want to, because we're going to stay on Disney property when we take Lila with us. He doesn't want to stay at a property where we're going to be relying on gondola traffic because he doesn't want to go on the gondolas.
Okay.
So we're going to have to stay at a park that's more, I'm thinking more of the Contemporary Resort.
Yeah.
Because that's walkable to, the Magic Kingdom Park.
Yeah.
So you just got to walk across and you're right there.
Yeah.
But,
Mom and Dad had me go in 1972 to the Contemporary. Imagine it was like the year after they opened or something. It's really good. Oh. I can't get excited anymore because, I threw all my money away on those scammers. It's terrible. That's the way it is.
Carolyn says her family goes 3 times.
Did you ever get scammed yourself, Velma? A big amount? Not thousands of dollars, did you?
Love the Riverside.
I got conned into getting married once, and it cost me $27,000 to get a divorce.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't call it. I call it hornswoggled. I got hornswoggled. I'm never getting hornswoggled again.
That's right.
So
Riverside
that's
New Orleans.
Yeah, I had to stop giving Brandon money. He kept saying, I need a place to stay. That was the first 200. Then I need a bed to sleep on. Somebody said, get $1 air mattress, $1. So I had to shut him off. It was terrible.
Yeah, I heard Port Orleans is really nice.
Oh, okay.
Carolyn. I think I want to stay. I'm leaning towards the Contemporary or the Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
When we go, we are going to stay. Usually we do 5 days at Universal and 2 days at Disney. Because my son's older, and this year we didn't do any days at Disney because there wasn't anything new that had come out that he was really excited about. But when Lila goes with us, it's going to be her first time at Disney. So we're going to probably do 5 days at Disney and then 5 days at Universal, but don't tell Man that because he's only going to go for 7 days.
Yeah.
And we're actually going for 10.
Yeah. And I even squeezed SeaWorld in and Tampa, Busch Gardens one year. All those. It's unbelievable. And a cruise on the big red boat. They don't even have the big red boat anymore. That was crazy. But I'm glad I've done all that stuff when I was.
Carolyn. That's all she does.
That's all I care about is on property. Yeah, if Man doesn't go with us next year, if we don't take the baby, then I'm thinking about taking my son to California to see the differences between Disneyland and Disney World.
Oh yeah.
Even though Disneyland sucks. And going to the Universal parks in California so he can see the difference between Universal in California and Universal down in Orlando, which I know that too sucks. But just so he can have reference points.
Yes, because I did Knott's Berry Farm too, but it's different now than when I went years back. That was
Yeah.
another big park.
Yeah, see, I did SeaWorld as a kid, and I really wasn't that impressed with it.
Yeah.
I didn't take the boys to, well, Josh went to SeaWorld once, but I didn't take Adam to SeaWorld. But now that they're coming out with all these new roller coasters, if I could break him away from Universal for a day, I would like to drag him off to SeaWorld. But just getting that kid to leave Universal is kind of hard because Universal is so much fun that, you know, I've just never been able to say, okay, well, we're going to go to SeaWorld today, or we're going to go to, you know, this, you know, he just never wants to leave.
A movie.
I've heard they're almost saying that Universal is approaching Disney's and better even sometimes lately. So
Oh my God, those rides are fantastic.
yeah, that's what they mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think SeaWorld should come up with a ride. You pay extra money and you're allowed to actually go in the tank with Shamu.
Yeah, that guy tried that and he died.
So they should charge money. Maybe put you in a sphere. And then they pull you down in the water.
No, they're not even allowed to put their trainers in the water with the shark or the whales anymore.
Okay.
Have you watched the documentary Blackfish? Movie buff.
No.
Did you? Yeah, it tells you the dark side of SeaWorld. See, I didn't know it from going all the times that I went as a kid, but they explain to you that half of the so-called trainers they were putting in the water with these man-eating killer whales were actually people that had started off as like salespeople in the stores.
As a cashier, but they sent me over here to meet the whale.
Yeah, and that's they actually would promote for people from within that actually had never went to school for like marine biology or any sort of you know schooling to be with that.
Yeah.
And that to me is just like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I figured you'd have years of schooling towards, but no, they just put you in and say, hey, you know, hopefully the whale don't drag you to the bottom of the tank and kill you, but here's a wetsuit.
Yeah. Huh. Do you like Dr. Fish's girlfriend? You get along with Mare Bear, Wilma? Do you?
So
Get along with Mare Bear, Dr. Fish's girlfriend?
I think I've talked to her maybe once or twice, but I don't go in their streams a lot.
Yeah, I just discovered them lately, and then I'm tired of watching Elvis, but he did sing pretty good. He's the best. Oh gosh, he says I'm the king. You have to pay taxes. That's terrible.
Elvis John would be to super chat him.
Yeah, exactly.
Send him a PayPal. I bet you'd get a wrench out of it.
Oh, I know, because I did favor him on Facebook. I found his real name out, you know, but he didn't friend me. But I heard Norm F gives him hundreds of dollars.
Up with that.
Yeah, Norm F gives him lots of money.
Oh, well, yeah.
I try to find other streams that aren't drama, you know, and I come across some of them that are pretty good, but mostly Disney's the only ones that are real happy all the time, except for that horrible thing, Belma. Did you see that attack where they were beating the heck out of each other, that family? Oh, God.
That was at Disneyland.
Yeah, I think they were related to Cool Nicole.
They were Land, not World.
I'm sorry. My bad. Allegedly from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, golly.
Hit you.
I know she lies and says that's not her home and everything else.
John, I gotta go free and sing gospel music. Are you gonna listen later?
Oh, I can't stand her thing on that. Oh, God, it's all.
You know.
Well, she made me mad the other night because she keeps attacking that guy from Australia, and I like him. He's really a good-looking guy and everything. 12, Wog Boy. Yeah, I didn't like that.
I like Wog Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolyn, be free. I saw the barbershop. They did a special on it on one of the Disney channels I follow. And you get your mouse ears that says my first haircut. and then you get the certificate that says you got your first haircut at Disney. Yeah,
How much does that haircut cost?
$25.
Oh, and the little girl can dress up as a princess too next year or something.
Oh,
You know, be a Disney princess.
Yeah, no, I had that's called the Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Yeah.
And I had actually made reservations for my niece. I was gonna pay for her to become a princess.
Yeah.
Her first trip down to Florida. But they had to cancel at the last minute. So I had to cancel the reservations. But little boys can get dressed up to be pirates and be Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Does that include hitting your girlfriend?
Oh.
Oh, that's if you're Johnny Depp. My bad.
He didn't hit her.
That's right.
She was cheating on him with Elon Musk.
It was allegedly that they heard it.
She was cheating on him in her marital bed with Elon Musk.
Oh, mercy.
That's why they had that fight.
Let me see. Something oh Lord. Oh, do you know Dakota and his father Jason? Do you follow that stream ever?
Oh.
Jason and Dakota. Well, he showed himself lately and he made tears come down. You know what he's got to put up with that poor child. He has the mind of a 2-year-old and it's 10 years old. He's overweight and he was crying. But he had all these marks around his mouth, like he shaved and cut himself. So I asked, how'd your mouth get beat up? So I'm waiting for an answer on that.
Maybe he got like razor burn.
Yeah, it could have really been when he tried to shave everything off because he put everything off. But these people, it just crushes me because they keep trying to procreate. Why do people do that? He said his wife had 2 miscarriages. He has 3 kids that have special needs in his family. So I don't know. I guess they just
Carolyn said dining with the princess cost $250.
We dined with the princesses.
Yeah, we even had a birthday cake.
Yeah, my son's birthday. We do it at the Cinderella's royal table, except for this year because he didn't want to go to Disney World. He only wanted to go to Universal. But yeah, we've dined in the castle before. I even did
me too. Yeah.
And he kept fucking up the princesses' names because where's Josh?
It's here. Josh DX, is that Josh's new channel?
Where's Josh DX?
See this square box in the bottom?
It's not Elite, is it? That's a different one.
Well, is that his? Hang on.
Anyways, yeah, Carolyn, we ate at Cinderella's royal table, and yeah, man was screwing up all the princesses' names. So I yelled at him and told him he'd have to leave the restaurant if he fucked up one more time. And he just thought he was being cute, calling them all Cinderella. Yeah. But yeah, we're not taking.
Oh, he's in backstage, he says, Josh.
All right, touch him. Touch the gray box.
What are we doing
The
here?
gray, no, with your finger.
There.
Yeah. All right, you're on, Josh. Come on. Cam up, buddy. Okay.
What up, yeah, man?
Well, you gonna come on camera?
Hey, Beetle Juice.
Hi, Josh.
I think there he is.
Hey.
Yeah, Carolyn,
What's up?
when we decide to take my daughter, she's definitely going in the Bippity Boppity Boutique. Yeah, man's just gonna have to work some overtime.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of overtime. And we're getting all that taken care of. And then we're all gonna go eat in the castle. But yeah, man's not allowed in there until he can name the princesses correctly.
Oh.
he'll be having a hot dog outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that there were thousands of recalls on Fords. Yeah, man. What was that about?
Oh, yeah, John. Trust me, they're driving around down here in Southeast Michigan.
Yeah, for the airbags or something. Something happened to the airbags.
Yes.
Okay, I read that.
Yes, Explorers and something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man has a what do we get you? The Darth Vader grilled cheesemaker.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Yeah, man has the Darth Vader grilled cheesemaker.
Oh.
Okay.
Yup, I've made Reaper Man host.
Yeah, and he actually made me buy him the little pancake molds that look like Star Wars jet fighters and things like that.
Are they made out of copper or
Yeah.
like chrome looking?
No, they're made out of, I think, a covered alloy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Needs to be wiped down. Forget what I was making. It had to be cleaned.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
pancakes, doesn't it? Or waffles too, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made Reaper Man. You know, cheese and spaghetti sauce. You make pizzas in the thing.
I
Pizza
guess
mac
we
and
try
cheese.
right. I guess we try to be positive, but I don't think it'll ever recover to what it was Reaper's group again, you know, in a month or two. But didn't he get thrown out because of SpongeBob stealing something? I don't know what.
Don't worry, we'll be back in September.
Okay. See you in September.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw that, Carolyn, that you can actually live on Disney property and work there to help pay your way through school.
Yes. That Kyle did that, Velma. That Kyle, and now he's gotten a job with Disney. But like I said, you know, it's like cashier and stock boy. You know, they can't. But he hopes to go higher in the organization. That's his hope. You know.
Well, maybe they do like what do they call it?
He
When
can
you-
take Jeffrey Iger's job. He's not doing very good at his job.
Right. Wasn't
Yeah.
let go too? He's gone or something.
You can do like called a fast track where they pay for your education and you work for them for peanuts.
Yeah, he did that. He's done that college program. He graduated out of it. So the next step was he applied for a regular job at Disney World to work, you know. But he was working at that hotel, that big one that looks like something out of the mountains, the old hickory-looking place and all lodge.
Oh yeah, the log cabin one.
Yeah,
Fort Wilderness.
yeah, that one. He worked there for a long time.
Yeah. See, I people have told me, like, when I tell them how much I love going down to Disney, they said, "Well, why didn't you move down there and get a job?" Because the people at Disney have to be nice all the time.
Yeah,
Even if you're a real asshole, they have to smile and be nice to you, and it'll just cannot do that. It's not gonna happen.
you got to stick up for yourself. Yeah.
Well, I kind of cussed out an employee at one of the Disney hotels once. They only serve Coke at Disney World.
Oh.
Okay, they only serve Coke, and we had been there for 2 straight days, and all I wanted was a Pepsi. So we're driving back from the because at that time I didn't take buses. I always drove a rental car. So we're driving back from the park to get to our hotel, and I stop at a gas station. And I get out of the car and I go in the gas station thinking I'm gonna buy me about 6 Pepsis and take them up to the room with me. So I get in the gas station and there's nothing but Coke and Coke products. And I'm fuming at this point in time. So I go into the hotel and we stop in the little gift shop, you know, and get some snacks and everything. And I'm just angry. And the lady behind the counter goes, you know, "Ma'am, is there anything else that I can get you? Is there anything else I can help you with?" And I'm like, you know what I fucking mean? I need some goddamn fucking Pepsi. Why any fucking Pepsi? I stopped at the fucking gas station and got Pepsi and was screaming at this woman. Like I had it. And she calmly goes, "Ma'am, you're staying on Disney property.
Yeah.
The gas station is on Disney property. We have an exclusive deal with Coke. So nowhere on Disney property are you going to be able to get a Pepsi.
Yeah.
And I said, you fucking gotta be kidding me. I go, where the fuck do I gotta go to get a Pepsi around? She said, ma'am, you gotta drive out through the big gates because there's Mickey on one side, Minnie on the other. She says, you gotta drive out through the gates, make a left turn, go down the road about 5 miles, turn to the left, and there should be a 7-Eleven, and they have Pepsi there.
Oh.
I said, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So I get so angry. I go out to the rental car. My sister and my older son go up to the room. I go, I buy me a boatload of Pepsi. I bring it back. I stick it in the not the bathtub, but the sink with ice. And yes, he didn't like my Disney. Yeah. Anyways, so I drink my Pepsis. I'm fine. The next day we go back to the park. We come back, same lady's working in the gift thing, and I walk in there and I'm like, I'm so sorry that I talked to you like that. I do apologize. If you want to yell at me or cuss me out, I totally understand. Oh. And the lady goes, no, ma'am, you are a treasured Disney guest, and we cannot in any way talk in a derogatory way towards our treasured Disney guest. Now, mind you, she's stressing calling me a treasured Disney guest.
Yeah.
Okay? And she's like, because if we do that, we would immediately get fired.
That's right.
No matter how bad I talk to you, you can't look at me cross-eyed. And she said, no, ma'am, because you are a treasured Disney guest. Now, years later, I find out on a website that when they call you a treasured Disney guest, that's calling you an asshole.
Oh, wow. That's a sarcastic way to do it.
Yeah. And when they tell you to have a magical day,
yes.
telling you fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Disney speak, I was an asshole that could fuck off. But she didn't get to come right out and say that to me.
Right.
So once I heard that, I'm like, you can't, even if somebody calls you out your name and she's like, oh no, we got to stand here and smile. We got to be happy and tell you how to fix things.
Right.
And and knowing you needed a Pepsi and knowing that there was nowhere, she goes, I had to tell you to go down the road. She's like, I'm sorry, I had to tell you to go down the road. And she was like that, kept calling me that, and finally somebody told me that's what the treasured Disney guest was. So now whenever I have to call into the Disney hotline, the 407 WDW Disney Dine or whatever, and I have to make reservations or I have to change something about a reservation, I tell them up front, listen, I'm a treasured Disney guest. And I know what that really means.
Yeah.
You really do not want to argue with me because I can be a really treasured Disney guest.
Then they understood that.
And then they will help me do what I need to do and what I need to get done. We've had to move our Yeah Man had us change our reservations one time, and they were like, we can't do it. We absolutely cannot do it. And I'm like, listen, I'm a treasured Disney guest, so you really need to get this done. I'm gonna be really, really treasured.
Yeah.
They will be like, oh well, we don't have an opening at 2, but we have one at 2:05. Would that be okay? Oh yeah, that's fine. So yeah, but no, I used to prefer to stay on Disney property and then drive to Universal. But now that we've stayed on Universal property a couple of times, it's just they're just as nice and just as ass kissy. I mean, they're just as sweet and wonderful as the Disney people are, because they know that they're stealing you away from Disney every time you stay at their hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do write my letters when I get home. I wrote them today. Praising the cast member, or you can't call them cast members at Universal. They're team members.
Oh.
The ones that actually stood out and did a good job. my son and I jot their names down, and then we write a letter to Universal, and we tell them, we just stayed on property, and these were the people that made our trip better and that made us feel like we were important, customers and things like that, because we found out that those people actually will get a little bit of recognition for it, and then when time comes for them to have their review, they're more likely to get a raise or some sort of little bonus type thing than the people that actually don't. So we make sure we write down their name, what store they were in, or what ride they were taking care of.
Cool. That's good. That's giving back. Yeah, that's
yeah. So I made sure I wrote my gushy mushy letter to the Universal Orlando, place, and then I wrote another letter to Royal Pacific, which was the hotel that we stayed on that's owned by Lowe's, but it's the partnership hotel for Universal Studios that's on property. So I have to write 2 separate letters. So I wrote both my letters today.
very good.
Yeah. But I actually, had a great trip, and Yaman missed it by staying in Michigan.
Yeah.
He could have came with me, but he hates that Florida heat, and he don't like the sweat, and he doesn't like to stormtrooper from ride to ride like I do.
Oh,
My ass to Daytona and watch NASCAR race before I do that.
yeah. I hate all the sports that you like. You like some wrestling too, don't you? Yeah, man. I don't.
Yeah, I can watch a little bit, but I don't know who they are, so I watch it more to see how good they are at it.
Yeah.
I watch it for the.
It's not a real sport. It's not a real sport. It's a soap opera for men. That's all it is.
All right, then come behind that wall and we'll pretend to wrestle, honey.
It's a soap opera for
How's
men.
that sound, John?
It's not
I'll take her to the other side of the barricade, pretend to wrestle with her.
That's right. I watch a different kind of wrestling, of course, but I'm not going into that.
That's right.
Oh, Carolyn got to see some of my admired people, on one of those sites today. She was. They were playing basketball, strip basketball. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And then her daughter came in. She had to turn it off. Yeah, she says, "Shh, I can't tell all this stuff."
That's funny.
God.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like riding the same ride 7 times in a row, and we'll ride the same ride 7 times in a row.
Yeah, they do that on those Disney sites. They ride it day after day after day, over and over and over. Snow White and all of them. Yeah.
Well, what we do is we get off, and then we get right back on again, and then we get off and get right back on again.
Oh.
And then we do it like 7 times in a row, and then you move on to the next ride, and you ride on that 5, 6 times in a row, and then you move on to the next ride.
Yeah.
And if it's really bad, like the new Fast and Furious ride, you ride it once, and that's it, the whole trip.
Oh.
But we pay for the privilege of having an express pass, and what that means is we ride on every single ride like 100 times. And the way Man wants to do it on vacation is you kind of ride everything once, and then you go back to the hotel and you take a 3-hour nap, and then you get up and you maybe go back to the park and ride one ride, and then you go out to dinner, and then you go to bed.
That's me. Yeah.
And then you sleep until noon.
Yeah.
And the way I do it is you're there at rope drop, which is you line up in the morning before they even open, and you wait. And then you stay there until the end of the fireworks when the park's closing, and they have all them people come and nicely walk you out. That's how I do the theme parks.
Yeah, and I use my imagination now and watch it in 4K. I mean, in 4K on my 40-inch TVs. Feel like I'm there. Oh, God.
Well, you could probably Google some of them rides and actually get a good.
You can do the Hagrid's ride, the new one. They have someone has a point of view ride from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched it before we went down there.
Okay.
My son did, and he wanted to be surprised. But yeah, he actually, man actually asked me, did you guys ride, all the rides multiple times? And I'm like, well, we did. My favorite ride down there is called Men in Black. It's a shooting game where you're in the cart and you have a laser pistol and you shoot at all these aliens. And you rack up all these points. And man rode it like once, and I like totally kicked his ass, and I like quadrupled his score and made fun of him for the fact that I kicked his ass, and then he never wanted to ride that ride again. But yeah.
When I went to Universal, they had things like Alfred Hitchcock and all, and they had like a mock-up of the Statue of Liberty arm and all that stuff. But I don't think they have all that Alfred Hitchcock section anymore. I don't know.
No, Alfred Hitchcock, I believe, got taken out for the Transformers.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good ride there, John. A lot more interesting than the Alfred Hitchcock show.
Yeah, I had Vertigo was in there and all the different shockers he was in. He did.
Yeah, they got rid of that. They got rid of the I Love Lucy tribute to put in Transformers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they got rid of the they had the Psycho House like in the back.
Yeah.
By the old Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
They got rid of that, and that's where they put the new Kid Zone with Woody Woodpecker and Fievel Goes, West and all that.
Oh, okay.
And then they were gonna get rid of the Woody Woodpecker Fievel Kid Zone. They were gonna get rid of that, and they were gonna put the new Nintendo World there. And then they decided to put the new Nintendo World.
Yeah.
They decided to put it in the new park that they're building over by the I'm not gonna keep hitting close.
Like 2 or 3.
Anyways, they're building a new park over by the convention center. It's gonna be called Epic Worlds, and that's gonna come out between 2023 and 2025 sometime.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's that crazy movie that your son says he's one of those little pixelated characters or something when he gets on?
Minion.
A
Yeah.
Minion?
Yeah, he always says I'm a minion.
Yeah, they got a Minion ride there.
Okay.
That's a fun ride to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch that point of view now because they changed it from 3D to 2D. But
Even Christmas in July is gone, minion. Yeah, the Christmas.
yeah, they took away. It was originally Hanna-Barbera, and then they changed it to Jimmy Neutron and the Nickelodeon characters.
Oh.
And then when they basically lost out on the Nickelodeon deal, kind of fell out because they lost the Nickelodeon studios.
Yeah.
They switched it over to the Minion ride.
Okay, but they got all the Muppet stuff, didn't they? And they got the Star Wars stuff. Disney, I mean, yeah.
Muppets is over at Disney Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
But they actually had a contract with the Muppets to have a bigger portion of that park.
Okay.
But when Jim Henson died and was no longer going to be a part of the deal, because they were actually doing the deal to get Jim Henson's creativity, and then he passed. Disney went back on the deal and said, instead of having all these different attractions, we're basically going to give you one. And we're going to, instead of having this really cool restaurant, which you can actually see some of the drawings of how the restaurant was going to be, they kicked it down a notch and now it's just a pizza place. And they have the one 3D movie that's not, it's not really a ride, it's more of a show.
Okay. I did see that. They spurt water out on you too, I think, during it. 3D.
Yeah, a lot of them do that now.
Yeah.
But the Disney 3D, they do it. Disney PhilharMagic, they do it. Plus the Disney PhilharMagic, they actually will spray smells into the crowd, so you actually smell apple pie.
Yeah.
At one point in time during the show.
And they had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too way back, but that's gone again.
Yeah, they lost that. That became part of Toy Story Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that's basically what I do with my life. I look up stuff for my next Orlando vacation.
Yeah. You don't knit things, do you, for Lila?
Huh?
You don't sit there and knit things for Lila, do you?
I have arthritis real bad. I can't save my life.
Yeah.
Adam, stop.
What do you use for the CBD oil thing? I've been telling people to get that, but it doesn't work.
Oh no, I take a regimen of things from my doctor.
Yeah.
They did have me on the steroids for a while, and that's kind of how I blew up and got so fat. The rheumatologist had me on steroids, and the cardiologist put me on steroids. And I gained 80 pounds in about 2 months.
Good heavens.
So I've lost 69 of those pounds to get ready to be able to ride the roller coaster that we just went on last week.
Yeah.
Which a lot of
people, limits, is there? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people in my family thought I was nuts.
Video about the 4-foot woman that weighed 500 pounds that couldn't get the booster seat, you know?
She's 5'4" and she weighs 335 pounds, and she couldn't fit on the ride.
Oh gosh.
And she had poor Velma having a collipsion fit, you know?
It's called collipsion fit, not collipsion.
Yep.
And by the specs on the roller coaster, I would not have been able to fit. So I had to lose the weight, and I lost the weight just so I could go on the roller coaster.
What a motivation. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever works.
Yeah. Oh. Everybody in my family thought I was crazy. But we even went to a graduation party, and a couple of my aunts said something to my mom about, she was so big in January, which is when my niece's birthday was. She was so big then. What happened? And my mom said, there's this damn roller coaster she wants to ride, and she's losing the weight in order to be able to get on it. And yeah. That was my total motivation.
Amazing.
Yep. Because it was a Harry Potter roller coaster. Yep.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I like that actor. See, when he got older and did other movies like plays, he did that. Did you even watch that play with the horse, Equus?
Equus? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere and watch it live, but I saw it on the internet.
Yes.
The actor that plays his uncle in Harry Potter was actually in the play with him. So.
Oh, okay. Because it was a strange movie. It didn't really mean he liked the horse, did it? It was just wasn't. There were some weird things in it, but
hey, that's the L.
I guess what the premise of it was to show that people can become fixated on certain things.
Yeah.
Where it takes over their lives.
That's right.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie he did, Jungle?
No.
Yeah, look that one up. It's on Netflix. if you get bored and you want to watch something. But it's about him not him, but it's about these people that go and they get lost in the jungle down in South America.
Yeah.
And this guy finds them and says it was back in the 70s. I'll take you to see an actual like Aboriginal tribe, like old school where the women walk around butt naked and the men have bones through their noses and all that. And these people are like, yeah, that's what we came down here to find, is that kind of stuff. And he leads them off in the jungle. They get lost. They try to find their way back. They get separated at one point. Him and one guy go one way. The other guy and another guy go the other way. Then him and the one guy get separated from each other, and he spends 3 weeks in the jungle by himself. And he has all these illusions and just all this. It's a really crazy movie, but it's a good movie. If you like, that survivalist type of stuff. So, and he's only like 5'4". In real life. He's really short.
Isn't that something? Well,
Yeah.
What about, have you seen the Leo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire movie that was made back in the 90s and that's something about pull out a plum? That's on YouTube now. I couldn't watch it all. It was too strange. It was really, really weird.
No.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
It just came out about it lately. They banned it in the United States. Nobody would show it here. And it got shown in other countries. And then now it's right on YouTube, the whole dang
While
thing.
you're seeing it on YouTube, John, you're picking it up probably through the other country.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they claim if you know the right title, you can watch some really weird European movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Over there on some things
they're
than
not.
they are here. Yes, they are,
Oh.
because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weren't supposed to be this
That's
many
copyright,
over
honey.
12.
That's copyright. That's different.
No, it's not copyright. What are you talking about?
I'll explain later.
No, they wouldn't show Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to anyone under the age of 12 because of the Chuck.
Okay.
So they had to go back and remove the Chuck scene
Okay, but when
from
you
all
look
of
at,
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories. You
Yeah.
know, over in Britain, they actually call them Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Oh, my goodness.
They're not allowed to call them Ninja Turtles because that's like a violent thing.
Oh, my gracious.
So in England, they have to call them the Hero Turtles.
Good heavens.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies in the U.S. that we have. They're like PG or PG-13.
Yeah.
That over in Britain, they basically said anyone under the age of 12 cannot, even when they're with their parents, see this movie because we consider it a bad movie.
Yeah. Even E.T. had the B word in it at the table or something, and they said it had to be rated lower because of the B word, at the table. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then that dang dog Steven Spielberg went back and decided to cover up all the guns that were in the FBI agents' hands and put walkie-talkies in their hands instead.
Oh, my goodness.
He did that after 9/11, and then they cut out the line about the one kid saying that he was the older brother. He said he was going as a terrorist, and instead they said he was going as a hippie or something like that.
Oh, my gosh. Censorship can ruin something entirely. I hate it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just got a little too weird when Steven Spielberg started being George Lucas and going back and changing his movies all the time. I thought that was strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's certain movies that over in the UK what they show there versus what they show over here, they're two totally different. And even Australia, because Australia is a British colony, they get the hand-me-down rules from over in Britain.
Yeah.
So they basically do the same thing where Britain will say you can't show a movie to this age of people. Well, they can't show it in Australia either.
Yeah. Mom never followed that with me. She took me to all the Tennessee Williams movies when I was young and everything. She never worried about any of that stuff.
Well, even like Back to the Future, that's the other movie I was thinking about.
Oh,
Back to the Future over in the UK, you couldn't watch it under the age of 12. No, it's because of the scene where Marty's mother tries to kiss him, and they actually consider that an incestuous scene.
oh, isn't that something?
And that's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So anybody under the age of 12 couldn't go see Back to the Future when it was originally released in the UK until they switched some of the scenes around.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with copyright laws or anything like that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad Mom brought me up the way she did because Liz Taylor was in some of those Tennessee Williams movies, and boy, they were wild. Really some crazy subject matter. But it's all culture. I mean, I'd have missed out on lots of culture if they didn't take it.
Well, yeah, my mom took me to see Rocky Horror Picture Show when I was 5.
Yeah,
That's all kinds of culture.
that's right. What wasn't there a drag queen in that? Certainly, it was wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr. Frankenfurter, gotta love that guy.
yeah, that was wild. Oh, and I liked the two main characters too, where they walked in the house. Had to take some things off. Who was it? Even Susan Sarandon was in that. Just amazing.
Susan Sarandon and Barry Bostwick.
Yeah. What a couple.
Yeah. And the ever fabulous Tim Curry was Dr. Frankenfurter.
Is he still living? I wonder. I don't.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, he's still alive. He's, I believe he's wheelchair bound right now, but he's still alive.
Huh.
Somebody actually put the question out on Twitter, is Tim Curry still alive? And Tim Curry actually responded back, yes.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
You see all the movies that are going to be made live action that weren't, Disney? They got so many plans for things.
Yeah.
Lots of Little Mermaid and everything.
I'm not a fan of that one. I wanted Zendaya, who actually plays MJ on the new Spider-Man movies. I wanted her to be the new Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay.
And they picked another actress that I don't find nearly as cute.
Oh, do you think it's worth it that I should try Endgame? Because you went to it so many times.
4 times.
Yeah, I should look at it, I guess. Depends on what I like.
Well, do you watch the Marvel movies?
Some, but I stopped more recently. But
well, you're gonna have to watch. Well, there's a few of them that go towards the whole plot of the movie, but you're gonna have to watch Ant-Man and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then Captain Marvel, because you'll get lost in Endgame if you haven't saw those ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they kind of take place between. Well, Captain Marvel takes place before the movie, but she's really big in the new movie. But if you don't watch Ant-Man and then Ant-Man and the Wasp, you're not gonna get a lot of the plot points that come up in Endgame.
Yeah, I was a big Superman fan. That was about it after all that. And then Hugh Jackman playing those parts. I liked.
Well, they rumored that Harry Potter was going to take over as Wolverine, but that, I guess, isn't true, which it really depresses me because I'd like to see him be Wolverine.
Yeah.
Even though he's only 5'4", he can stand on a box.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise isn't that tall, and they make him taller.
Well, all my idols are just getting older now. Like even Brad Pitt. But he's in that new movie, isn't he, about Hollywood in the West or something with Leo, and they still look pretty good, both of them. But
yeah, that movie is a little. I saw that on a Foot Locker or something like that. I watched that.
Yeah,
I didn't care for it.
Yeah, it's got mixed reviews about it. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the. See, I liked. Did you see Inglourious Bastards?
Yes. Yeah.
I liked that, and
Me
I didn't
too.
mind that they changed history in that movie.
Yes. Didn't they even spell the word bastard differently or something just for the movie? It was something they did weird.
Yeah, it has an E in it
Yeah.
instead of 2 A's. It's got
Yeah.
an
That movie where they go, "We're here to kill us some Nazis,"
A. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the one guy was a Jew and he was loving it.
he was.
Yeah. Gosh.
Awesome movie, great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the best. Who had that? Who's the director? Quentin Tarantino?
Come here.
Yeah, and it stars Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the fact that they changed the end of the Manson murders. I thought that was just like, you know,
You talking about
tacky.
that new movie? That's
Oh.
Yeah, what's
Did
part
you
of that?
watch the one about Jeffrey Dahmer? Oh, that was hard to watch. God, about his life growing up, real religious and everything. Oh,
I've seen documentaries on Jeffrey Dahmer, but I've never seen a movie about Jeffrey Dahmer.
oh, okay, because they had a movie.
I like documentaries on Jeffrey Dahmer.
Uh huh.
He was real fucked up in the head.
Yes, my gosh.
Yeah, he was trying to make himself a zombie.
Yeah. Oh, we had a man in Harford County, Maryland, that had organs were put in the refrigerator, and they called him as a cannibal. So we had it pretty close.
Yeah, but did you know that he was actually drilling holes in people's heads and pouring in the boric acid?
No, my gosh.
Yeah, that's what Jeffrey Dahmer was doing. He was actually trying to make himself a zombie because he wanted to be in a relationship and he didn't want somebody that would leave him.
Oh,
He thought if he could do like a homemade lobotomy, that a man would stay with him and he
Good.
wouldn't actually have to like keep up his end of the relationship. He would just have this zombie laying around.
oh yeah, because one of his victims in this movie was just lying in bed like nothing. He couldn't do anything. He almost made him one. Yeah, when they discovered him.
Yeah, he would just drill holes in their head with a regular, Black and Decker.
Yeah.
And then pour stuff in and hope it ate away at the right part of their brain, and then suddenly they're dying, and he has to do something with the corpse, and he's, just like that young boy that actually escaped, and then he couldn't talk right. So Dahmer said, he's my lover, and he's drunk, and he was actually only like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, that was the one they showed in the movie, and a woman in the street came up to him and said, "There's something wrong with you." I thought, they thought they better tell the police.
Yeah, and they ended up sending him back to Dahmer, and Dahmer killed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm big on documentaries on serial killers and things like that.
Yeah, so is my friend Patty, and when her mother's over her house, Patty's watching these, and she gives Patty heck for, why do you like this stuff? Patty, it's so bad. Oh, God.
Because one day I'm going to know how to, get rid of the body.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Well, I thought, did anybody ever stuff somebody down in a septic tank? I have a septic tank. You have city water and storage, I guess.
Yeah, but I got property up north. All I got to do is get a backhoe.
Oh, agree.
All right, well, it's time for me to go upstairs.
Yeah, we've covered everything, Velma. That's great.
Yep, you chat with, man.
Okay, if he stays on.
Oh, I'm here, John. I just got to move back into my chair.
Well, thank you, Velma, for covering everything. God, it was great. Disney to movies.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer, man. We should send the kids so he can babysit for us.
That movie was creepy.
That killed him.
There were several movies made of Jeffrey, but the one I watched, it was really creepy.
Oh.
They stuck a broomstick up his ass.
Oh yeah, I know. I think they might have put one around Epstein's neck.
Oh yeah, what the heck? This is so ridiculous.
The police officer fell asleep, so he was able to kill himself.
Yeah, and
Right, honey. Island are going upstairs.
Okay, the two guys without leave, but the warden they fired, did they? I forget what happened.
Or he resigned or something. I'm not sure. I haven't checked anything lately.
But he was been told to watch. He was told to be watched. It should never have happened. I guess they did their job, but. Crazy.
Oh, did he, Carolyn? And where at? Not to change the subject either, but what assembly plant and what state did he work in, Carolyn? I got 25 plus. I can't wait to get my retirement. I'm going to relax.
You're damn right.
Yeah, you got that right.
Do what you want. Nap when you want. Everything.
Yeah.
But you have been a giving man. You've done that work and sent people to vacations and everything. That's very loving.
Oh, thank you. I try my hardest.
Yes.
I can't complain. Oh, he had a letter he wrote to Henry Ford's son, and they sent him a card and signed by his son. He still has. I have many things signed by Bill Ford. Yep.
Do you think Mom's anniversary, 50th anniversary, signed by one of the presidents is a real signature? And I don't want to take my finger and smear it, but Bush, did he sign things for people's 50th wedding anniversaries? And
Yeah. I don't know if he did that or not, but yeah, usually they pass things across his desk and he's signing them.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a real signature. But
What was it? A little boy said Donald Trump $3 because he heard he only makes $1 as being president. So he sent back the little boys $3 and told him, you know, we get donations, your $3, we appreciate it, but it's not necessary. And then what happened with that was a music company found out. Yeah, I get A plan. Oh, Ohio, yeah. Yeah, you guys are friends of family. Yeah, you're a friend. Well, if you're family, you should be getting an A plan, not a Z plan, Carolyn. A plan gives even more money off. But the kid wanted to learn how to play the mandolin, and a company that heard about him donated a mandolin and all the things he needs to learn how to be a mandolin player.
Oh.
Yep.
Don't you think they have that in America too? This toilet paper with Trump's face.
I heard you can buy it. I won't deny it. I heard you can buy it.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, you know, the CEO of Google got roped in because he basically would tell you about when you were to Google like the word clown.
Yeah.
Google altered the search so Donald Trump's face would come up as a clown.
My goodness.
Yeah, he got dragged out. He got dragged out for that in Congress, getting asked a bunch of questions about search directions and stuff. He was their safety inspector. You are right. Buy a new car for 10% under dealer cost. It's even more than 10%. Depends on the volume that they sell them for. I know that to be a fact.
Don't you think it's wrong what I told you earlier about my my student's son buying a car with $300 and some a month and paying $22,000, and he didn't even have. He just has odd jobs and he drinks too much and smokes.
Yeah,
tell him.
My opinion on that is, if he ain't got a steady income, how are you going to make that payment on time?
Exactly. And the other thing was, the other night, you know, he got stopped by a trooper for driving drunk already. I mean, he does that much and he's going to kill somebody.
Insurance and everything's going to go up if they wrote him a ticket and arrested him.
Yes. And no wonder, you know, they're coming to work for me. Well, what do? I go out to the ATM, you know, at the convenience store, and then they go to two liquor stores and buy liquor. It made me sick. And, of course, cigarettes and all that. But that's their choice, isn't it, to take what they buy? And I mean, they're not going to take what they make on my house, but they're not going to ever make their payments. You know, that car is going to be repossessed or something, I bet. You know,
you're probably right. You're probably right.
Why do young people, some of them, do such dumb things? I can't understand.
So, Carolyn, it sounds like he's still working. He must build heavy duty trucks, or he's in an implant. Yeah,
32 years in. Dad had something like 30 some at Black and Decker, or 40 some years at Black and Decker. He had a wonderful pension years back.
Can't complain.
No.
Well, oh man.
Josh ran out quick, didn't he? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I thought he thought he was going to come in and take over, and then when Obama just kept explaining to you, he didn't get a word in.
Yes.
He was scratching his armpit for a minute there, and then he left.
Yeah. Well, I heard he said some bad things about you in another stream, and I heard he went back to modding for that guy too after we got him out of there. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Somebody took a screenshot with him in there, and
Well, I asked him a question the other day, and it's hilarious because he totally misunderstood what I was saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having just as much trouble with Wagon. I mean, when he calls, it's the most ridiculous streams. And then he gave me hell because I went live with him on the phone and said, you told me how much was in your bank account, and then you asked me what's in mine. That's none of your business. He says,
It's no one's business.
goodbye, he said, and he got mad. So I don't.
That's
He
his
likes
problem.
he likes to shock. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry.
I know. So I'm losing contact with the ones that I used to, be close to in a way, but I don't know. Like you say, when Art comes back, things could go all back to normal. But
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Oh,
yeah.
excuse me, I'm yawning. Yep, I'm ready to go to sleep soon.
Yeah, I worked out with those guys outside. Was using the string trimmers and stuff, and sitting down in a chair every 5 minutes. But at least I was doing something.
You got out, you moved around a little bit. That's perfect.
Yeah, so at least they get me to do that. He's
Art's doing all right. He's still recovering. He's still in the he's still in the facility. I don't know exactly which one though, but I know he's here. Yeah.
If he gets to drive a car again, that'd be amazing. But who knows?
Well, I just want to see him walking. I want to see him moving.
Yes, me too.
Because we know you're lounging in the bed right now because the computer's there.
Yeah.
But during the day, you got up, you walked around the house.
Yeah. I do stairs. Right. I go to the basement, empty the dehumidifiers, all that stuff.
Yeah, so you're physically moving.
Yeah.
That's good. I got it figured out. It's every 150 to 200 miles, I got to fill a tank of gas in the motorhome.
Oh, because how in the hell did Elvis spend all that money getting to that dentist place and then not even use the facility? That's crazy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, did he actually go into Mexico?
Yes, and he got looked like menus from Chinese food places that said how much all these dental procedures would cost, and he put them up on the camera, and it was unbelievable. Like he won $7,000 to fix his teeth or something. God, it's crazy.
$7,000?
Yeah, to do all this stuff like crowns and implants and everything else. But somebody said the antibiotics must be doing something, or he'd be abscessed in the brain, going crazy. Well, he is a little bit nuts, but
yeah, but it's part of the act.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that runs around saying I'm king and you owe me your taxes. Oh God, that kills me.
He's funny. Carolyn says she's exhausted too. Good to see him sticking with it. Yeah.
Yeah. He was singing today, yeah, man, like Elvis. He did sound a little like him. I always thought he's not an imitator. He's like the persona of Elvis, but now he really tried to sing like Elvis today.
He's like a cross between Ric Flair and Elvis, I would think.
Yeah. Oh, and he said rocks were bothering, bees were bothering him, and fire ants and all this.
Carolyn, it's a scam. That's the scam, Carolyn. He drove to Mexico on everybody's donations, probably. And what he wants to see is, now I'm here. Everybody needs $7,000 for all this work. So, PayPal and Elvis Travels, and that's what he does, Carolyn.
He's going to be back in Rosie's lap, and I don't think she's going to be as forgiving this time. Who knows?
I could sit here, John, and tell you guys I need dental work if I wanted to.
Yeah, all of us.
I don't do that.
No, I could say I was scammed of $80,000. Well, they'll think, poor you. Why did you say yes to them?
Right. You'll just reply they were too cute.
Oh, God.
Went to Mexico and did a few hookers and moved on. I don't know about him doing hookers. Maybe some BBCs down there. BBWs.
Oh, look at her. She needs a new roof. Yeah, we all have needs. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got a new roof 3 years ago.
Me too, several years ago. I was telling them today, two Amish guys did beautiful work and only charged $3,000. They said that was a damn good deal.
Hell yeah.
for the best shingles. Those ones, that they saw carpenter grade or something. They're supposed to last you 30 years.
Yep.
I hope it lasts.
Yep.
Oh,
I used one of them high-end roof companies around here. I paid a little extra, but they claim I'll never have to replace my roof, and if I do, it's free.
yes. Well, did you get the other thing yet, or look into those leaf guards?
Not yet, but
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was good. A move I made because.
Well, yeah, you don't have to get up there and clean them.
No, and a woman in Delaware was even, squirrel shit was in hers and all. I got in them and cleaned them once. It was awful.
Oh, I think I got to get up there in mine with the and bring the power washer up on the roof.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I
they're
can
going
just
to
walk
bring.
around and instead of getting down on my hands and knees, I
Yeah.
can just power wash it down through the drain.
Yeah, those two guys want to do my house. See, I don't have any priorities to do that, but what the hell, if it helps them out. But I do not like the liquor, and even when he comes, I can smell it a little on him. I think he's really hooked. He could be.
Well, he's probably there doing the yard work, and he's probably already lit up.
Yes, that really bothers
Carolyn
me.
said those girls down there will do anything.
Well,
They have to.
we're not sure Elvis is straight. I wonder.
Yeah, Carolyn. I don't think he's into chicks. He's into, like I said, he's into BBWs.
Yeah.
And we ain't talking about big bone women. We're talking about big black wieners.
Yes.
John knows that one.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So if you ain't Asian or a black dude, I don't think he's interested.
Yeah.
And I ain't making this up. I'm just saying things I've heard.
Well, they're even say Norm F might be a little bit, something. But she did get to meet him, didn't she? Rosie went up to Canada and met Norm F, I think.
Yeah. I talk to Norm from time to time.
Okay.
When I see him in a stream, I'll say hello.
Yeah. Well, I wonder why when Elvis was down there, he didn't give him the full money for his teeth and say, go get it done. That's funny. There must be a limit for Norm F, too,
I think he scammed what he could scam. Let's just put. I mean, at least Norm just gave him what he wanted to.
Yeah, the last was
a generator. He got a generator from Norm.
Oh yeah, and what's up with the air? He's always talking about how hot everything is. He must not use the air in his own vehicle, much less that thing. What's it called? Generator. I don't get it. So why it's always so hot where he is? Well, of course it is hot down in those states.
Oh yeah, they have donkeys in Mexico. Yes, I bet you they have horses too.
Oh grief.
Rosie's a great person, Carolyn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't be afraid to say hi in her streams and everything.
I came so close to meeting her. I just didn't tell, Yeah Man to give her a call that day when she ate that crabs in Towson. That was only 30 minutes away. I could have down there and sat with her in that restaurant.
Yeah, well, she's going to go on tour again.
Yeah, she says if she comes to Eastern Shore, she might meet me then or something.
His van airs, bro.
Oh, it's ridiculous. He'll say the front area is, but the roof is okay. He'll tell all kind of different stories. It's crazy.
Right. And no bullshit. And I offered, like I said, I had always put it out there that I'd fill his propane and I'd hook him up and do a shawarma dinner.
Yeah.
And, I said something to Rosie on the phone about, I told him I want him to bring the van down to Menards. I said, I'll fill up his propane. And she went, he's got a propane leak. Yeah, man. So I didn't have to worry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if I knew that, Carolyn, we could have probably hooked something up for you and she could have sent you her autograph. Or we could have did something where she signed something for you and then she mailed it to you. I wish I had known.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is it about her next different things? Well, I think Vegas, Elvis is heading towards Prescott now, and they say you shouldn't pronounce it Prescott. It's Prescott or something. And then after that, Vegas maybe. I don't know.
I wonder if he's ever going to end up in I wonder if he's ever going to end up in Santa Rosa at Rosie's.
Yeah, right. Well, it's up to Rosie, I would think, because he keeps saying I'm going up there to get work on the van and see Rosie for that. But I don't think she's too hip about it.
Yeah, they went to Mr. X's and they worked on the van because, as you see, they built a generator box.
Yeah.
They painted it, and it looks like they probably buffed up that van maybe and washed it.
Yeah. Oh, I felt so sorry for Brennan last. He come up the driveway and a big branch was out to the left and it scratched that brand new car. You know, just he said,
Oh,
isn't that awful? And all he had to do was
yeah.
stop earlier and throw the branch, you know, over the thing. So on the way back, he did that. But he was mad that a big scratch went down the side, but I didn't see it. But even his father said maybe it could be buffed out or something.
Well, it was great to meet her, Carolyn. It was really awesome. I had a great time with her.
Yeah.
Yep.
She does all those tons of streams. Oh, hours and hours. Oh, do you know about that other woman that's like a transsexual and D Dubs has her at the beach house? They got in arguments and everything with her.
No, I'd have to check out his stream to see who it might be.
Yeah.
I know Tara. You ever seen Tara with Rosie?
No.
I know Tara. And then I know another one. I can't. I got to think of her name.
Yeah. She was with them at this beach house the whole time, and they got in terrible arguments, at least on camera, you know.
It happens.
Yeah. But I forget. I knew she was a trans right away. I can tell the way so-called woman talks that there's a little bit of masculinity or something there. You know, can almost tell. And she
Okay.
was, but I don't know why. But I just.
Oh, it's interesting, you know.
Yeah. It's a trigger for me because I just am the kind that's not attracted to the feminine man, you know. Just don't.
Yeah.
But she got everything done. I think this woman that Dubs was with, I think she may not have gotten the bits taken care of, but she got it.
The bits.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
I don't know where that.
Tara comes down once a year. John to the Rancho. Yep.
Yeah, but who is the one, Carolyn? You don't watch D Dubs though, do you? In his beach house?
Carolyn, do you know? Gosh, he's the other person. I know she works for Pepsi Cola. Oh, can't remember, or Coca Cola. Can't remember.
Huh?
It's another one of Rosie's friends, and Carolyn, if you know Cooper. He talks with like he's got like an accent. He lives in. I keep saying he. She lives in Florida. I can't remember. I'd have to look.
Well, Carolyn, didn't you see this trans woman that was in the beach houses with D Dubs, and they pulled a knife on each other or something, or one of them pulled a knife. They were ready to go at it on the pier and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what to. But they were supposed to have apologized later or something. Oh, I can't see how people can open their book to the world when it's such a raunchy soap opera-ish life. It's awful. You know. God, it kills me. Oh, Mallory. Yeah, see, she knew. It's Mallory somebody. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. See, why did he show a beach house at first, Carolyn, with a red carpet in it, and it looked like a mobile home? And then all of a sudden they're in this lavish place that somebody else must have offered them. You know, it's with a beautiful pier out to the water and all this, and heaven knows where. All of a sudden they must have given up that mobile home beach house. That's weird.
Oh, why? Francis, that's his name, her name. Francis. Let me see something.
Oh, which one's that?
R-A-N.
Yeah, Carolyn, it was a $2 million townhouse they were filming in later with D Dubs and Mallory. And then the family that owned the place, they would sit down to dinner together and everything. I don't think it's such a great life that Elvis has. He always brags about what a great life it is. That's scary as hell, living from one hand out to the next. God. But if he likes it, I guess it's up to him.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Fran says, I'm Imagine. She's got a channel. I'll have to send it to you, John.
Is it somebody Rosie knows?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, living in parking lots. And the latest thing about Walmart is they don't like the things that are happening where people stay in them. And one of them caught on fire and they killed 2 kids in the next, overnight van. That was in the news. So some weird things because somebody started a fire in there. Oh, it wasn't a van. I think it was like a pickup or something.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
yeah, I bet you Walmart might come down on people staying overnight in their parking lots. Who knows? I don't know. But they probably like the business because the people go in there and everything.
I would think so.
Yeah, what's that other place they go to shower, Carolyn? It's one of those, isn't it?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah, Planet Fitness. That's what they both belonged to. It seemed like Elvis belonged, and so did Rosie, and they stayed clean in them.
And that's Francis's channel.
Oh,
I put it in the side chat for anybody. Any of the 5 or 6 or 7 lurkers.
okay.
Does anybody like to say anything? Yes.
Who's still in here? We have look at all the lurkers. Oh, 7 watching. Okay,
7 watching.
and 3 thumbs up.
Yep.
I'll make that 4,
Yep.
and then it went to 5. Okay,
There you go. Cool.
it's almost as many as the other bad people.
Yeah. I have no complaints.
That's good. You always say a thumbs down is a watch, a view.
That's right. It's just as good.
What is your girlfriend doing upstairs? Trying to make dinner? It's 10:46. My God, I didn't even know it was dark out. Crazy.
Nope. She's upstairs probably just watching some TV. And
Yeah.
we'll probably finish this soon and I'll go to bed.
Yep.
I put my thumb up. Oh, I appreciate that, Carolyn. I'm looking to see if I can find this other channel, but it's not. I'm not having any luck.
But you don't know Jason in Dakota, do you? The man that has that young boy that's got the mind of a 2-year-old and he's 10 years old. Really rough.
No, I'd probably have to. You'd have to send it to me.
Yeah, I forget the name of it because it says Jason something because that's the father. But he's got terrible heart problems. He could go at any time, and he's raising these special need kids, 2 girls and it's awful.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and he gets on there and cried today. He had me crying. I don't know what the answer is. I always thought,
Well, thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate it. You have a good evening.
Yeah, see you, Carolyn. See, I'm pretty, drastic. I say don't. Does something go with don't procreate? Create, don't procreate.
I don't know. Maybe some culture got a saying, John.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of the word spelled THAT, they spell it DAT.
Yeah.
Dad. We're not dad. No, it's that.
When I hear Ebonics, it makes me cringe. I can't.
Oh man, yeah.
And Obama never spoke like that, or his wife.
Well, because they were educated people, that was the difference. But you know, he'd get up on stage every once in a while, and he'd throw it around like he was some slick guy, and everybody like it because the homies would hear it. You know what I mean? Not to make it like that culture would hear it.
Yes, because Colt can speak something like that. He can be pretty crude, but
he sounds smart.
Yeah, he does sound at least intelligent enough to know that if he's a damn smokestack, it's going to kill him. I don't.
I get a kick out of people that smoke the cigars and the Black and Milds and they inhale that stuff.
And he says he doesn't, and he says he does inhale. Yeah, and you're not supposed to. I heard with cigars. I don't care.
That's true. You're not.
And he's only what, like 21 or something? God,
I don't know. You mean Colt 49er, right? Carolina.
yeah, I think he said he's,
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but
yeah,
if he's that young, and he's smoking cigars, then
yeah,
that ain't too good.
that's right.
So
But I'll let you go. You want to rest soon.
yeah, I got to be up in about 5.5 hours.
Okay.
Gotta
This
head
was
to work.
really nice. I fell into this. It was nice. It was
Yeah, I
really,
enjoy it. That's why I said you want the link right away.
yeah. I always enjoy myself with you all. The only time I didn't was the giantest stream that ever was, and then the other thing, that thing wrecked it, by
But you think about this now. You and Beetlejuice just had a wonderful conversation.
yeah.
So that's how I see it.
Exactly. And I can call her Velma, and we were
Yep.
real nice and everything about it. So
Yep.
that's right. So I don't have her on the list of other girls, that kind of crap, but anyway.
Oh, I don't care. I
She don't
understand what you mean, though.
That's right. She knows who she can associate with. Can't.
Yep. Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Thank you. Yeah, man. That's good.
No problem. And to everybody else out there, later, dudes.
Yeah, I have no idea how to hang up on this thing.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to yet.
Okay.
'Cause me and Jack